Sandy Says Read, and welcome to the channel. Today I want to do something a little self-serving. Bear with me for just a few minutes if you would. What I want to do today is read for you a little bit from my new nonfiction motivational business book, Capture Your Dream. This is, you guys, this has been a long time coming, okay? I have had a career in magazine and newsletter publishing for about 33 years now. And I've had a career in book publishing as an author for, since 2006. My first book was published in 2007, but I got my contract in 2006. So it's been a journey. Let's call it a journey, getting all of this stuff together. And I think that I use this channel and I use the different talks, presentations that I give to help others do some of the stuff I've done, but leaving out the mistakes I've made, okay? And so that's what I tried to put into Capture Your Dream. I tried to build a book that is for the entrepreneur who has the day job to survive, but has that side hustle or that extra side dream to thrive. So what I would like to do now is read for you guys just a little bit of the introduction that I put together, just not the whole introduction, just a piece of it, the how to use this book portion of the introduction, and then chapter 4, because chapter 4 of this book is not about me at all. It is an example from a colleague's perspective, how a colleague used the day job to survive and worked on the side hustle to thrive. Okay, I've got a couple of examples like that in this book, and I'm going to share that one with you guys today. Okay, so let's begin with how to use this book. You'll notice a conversational style throughout the book. I'm talking to you as a friend and a colleague, not as a CEO from on high. It might surprise you to find this in a motivational business book, but I'm going to admit to and allow you to learn from mistakes I've made. Of course, I'll also share with you successes from myself and colleagues that can offer guidance. This isn't your father's stodgy old business book with Venn diagrams and sales funnels. It's valid to feel emotions as you read through the anecdotes I present. In the first part of this book, chapters 1 through 5, I share some of the experiences and examples fellow entrepreneurs and I can provide to you through stories and ideas. The latter part, chapters 6 through 11, gets more instructional with its examples and offers more to-do items, including tallying up your dragon score. For readers who aren't familiar with my fiction, I write high fantasy, among other genres, and dragons factor heavily in the plots. It was only natural that these amazing creatures would help us chase our dreams. Please don't picture cruel, menacing creatures reminiscent of Tolkien's reclusive Smaug, but instead imagine a variety of differently shaped and differently sized dragons full of wisdom and a desire to help mankind. We're going to explore the good dragon analogy of a critter to pursue and befriend for your best chance at achieving goals. Chapter 1 explains further, and chapters 9 and 10 give you the opportunity to assess your current skills, potential skills, and typical goal-attacking strategies with your best dragon type. The exercises are offered in case you're thinking of switching careers, starting off after high school, or launching the side dream job. Throughout these chapters, I'll interchange the concept of goals and dreams because I see the two as, quite often, interchangeable good dragons to chase down and capture. While we'll discuss how to set realistic goals to achieve a result, an overarching dream, much of what we're doing is reaching for an end goal. We're going for a dream we once cherished and might have forgotten. My dear reader, let me help you remember. Wherever you are in your journey, let me state right up front, I'm proud of you for picking up this book and pouring hopeful information into your mind. That isn't toxic positivity, but true support. I'm humbled you want to hear from my experiences, and I'm honored you would add what I've been through to your knowledge base going forward. I have a good feeling about you. I have a good feeling about your prospects. If you've taken the initiative to gather knowledge and grow your base, you're well on your way to setting and achieving goals that will increase your likelihood for success. Let's get into this. Okay. And then we're going to skip ahead to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is AJ takes on an asphalt monster. Now, at the end of chapter 3, we said, so far, I've offered examples of chasing dreams, mostly from my own experience. Let's devote the next chapter to a gentleman from the asphalt industry who provides an example of achieving a dream while employed full-time. Alan Jeffrey Ronyak is the proprietor of Asphalt Solutions, Inc., now headquartered in Florida, and he offers a great lesson in encouragement, inspiration, and perseverance. He exemplifies the entrepreneur who achieved a dream on the side. Okay, so chapter 4. In 1996, the owner of Thompson McCulley Company in Michigan, Bob Thompson, sought out AJ to come work for him at his Rawsonville, Michigan division. AJ had built an asphalt plant from the ground up for a company on the far side of Detroit, and that attracted Bob's attention. AJ instituted some repairs to the tune of $278,000 at the Rawsonville plant for Bob and proved himself a smart hire. He said he was the plant manager of what was touted as the first world's largest asphalt plant. It was the super plant, AJ said. It was rated 750 tons per hour, but there were times I had it going up to 1,000 tons an hour. In my last season there, from April 18 to November 22, I produced 998,000 tons of hot mix asphalt. Let me just pause for a second, you guys. That is astounding. Okay. My day job, I'm an editor of an asphalt magazine. I can tell you that is astounding. Okay. All right, back to the story. That broke every company record. Part of the plant was a Dillman plant. I ran dual fuels on it and was cleaning the filters all the time. I had a really good ground guy. AJ knew what he was doing and how to keep an asphalt plant in shape. He also knew he had a problem to solve when nearby community members complained about asphalt odors. I was spraying an odor masking agent, popular at the time, in the stack to mitigate the smell, but it wasn't working, AJ explained. He modified a specialized nozzle to atomize the liquid product that was intended to solve the odor problem, but it still didn't reduce the scent of industry drifting toward the neighborhood on windy days or nights. One day, while considering the problem, AJ took out a pack of gum and had his aha moment. Why couldn't he take the oils that make gum smell so good and inject something similar into the liquid asphalt cement to make it smell good, or to eliminate the asphalt smell altogether? And on this page, you guys, maybe I'll show you. See, on this page, I've got a pull quote out there. I've got some of those set throughout here to like interrupt the layout, give your eyes a break. And this one says, notice throughout AJ's story, he's mentioning the people around him. He gives props to the people who were integral to success at the day job and the side hustle. That's an attitude of gratitude we don't want to miss. And I wanted to bring that to your attention. I didn't want to leave out that pull quote. I wanted you guys to hear that. That's an attitude of gratitude we don't want to miss. Okay, back to the story. He started to experiment on his own time. I had shipping containers for our workshops in the yard, and I started monkeying around in one of those for a workstation. I would heat up small samples of AC. I was using eyedroppers and spearmint oil. The spearmint oil concept wasn't as far-fetched as one might think. Here's where the concepts of partnering, encouragement, and relational capital sneak in. AJ contacted the Wrigley family, the gum people. I actually know the Wrigley family. They turned me on to my current manufacturer in Chicago, AJ said. During the experimenting phase, AJ worked a demanding full-time job. Anyone who's worked in construction knows there are times of the year when you're going full tilt. For Thompson McCulley, there were stretches when the plant AJ managed ran 24 hours a day. He worked 15 to 17 of those hours, drove 75 minutes to get home, got about 4 hours of sleep, and drove 75 minutes back to do it all again. Catching time to work on chemical experiments wasn't easy, but AJ's good dragon, the goal he was fixed on, was to devise a product that would solve a problem not only for his boss, but also for the asphalt industry at large. You've got to come up with a solution if you've got a problem sitting in front of you, AJ said, and that's what he did. He currently holds patents in the United States, Canada, and Europe for his Asphalt Solutions products. Those are products that suppress components that cause the odor in the liquid AC used in asphalt pavement mixes and asphalt roofing mixes. In 2004, He won the NOVA Award from the Construction Innovation Forum for his AS Cherry fume-free HMA product. He has international distributors, customers, and partners. His solution is a resounding success and a benefit to communities not only because it eliminates odors, but also because it reduces greenhouse gas emissions. AJ was ahead of his time when it comes to aiding the asphalt industry on its road to net zero. He even modified the concept to produce ag odor orange juice, which is a cold press, custom blended additive that virtually eliminates offensive odors in a wide variety of agricultural applications. He did all of that work without a degree in chemistry and began it without leaving his full-time job, all because he had the desire to do it. He worked hard and with the resources he had. Those resources included people. We already mentioned the Wrigley family, who assisted with information and connections. When AJ showed Bob Thompson what the asphalt odor suppressant he had created could do all those years ago, the company owner couldn't believe his nose and immediately contacted the National Center for Asphalt Technology at Auburn University on AJ's behalf. As of press time, Auburn University is awarding its first honorary alumni status through the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering to AJ for his innovations and continuing partnership with NCAT. When Bob was ready to retire, he sold the asphalt business, which boasted 10 asphalt plants, and shared the proceeds with his employees. AJ took his windfall and invested it in his new venture, starting a company that manufactured and sold an additive that was a game changer for the elimination of odors at asphalt plants. AJ wasn't alone as he worked all those long hours. His wife, Patricia, helped keep life on an even keel. Patty was working for Northwest Airlines, so we were working different shifts, AJ said. I'd get off my shift, work on the odor suppressant after the second shift came in, drive home, grill up some food, get a few hours of sleep, and start it all over again. He and Patty met each other coming and going, but they kept life together that way. It wasn't easy, but I did it. You've got to have the heart for it, I guess. You've got to have a reason. Then try not to give up. Sometimes you get let down on occasion, but if there's a will, there's a way. AJ's schedule from the late 90s sounds a little hectic. He said, in the peak at my plant toward the latter years, we were running 24 hours a day. I ran and managed the plant, took care of all the deliveries of materials, rock, AC, additives, ordering parts, and maintenance. I'd work 15 to 17 hours a day. Sometimes I'd work on the odor suppressant on the weekends or after the second shift came in because I found the time. I made the time for it. We had a company charge at the time at Holiday Inn just down the road. So sometimes I'd just sleep at the Holiday Inn for a few hours so I could head to the plant in the middle of the night. It sounds like a grueling schedule, and it's not one every entrepreneur is cut out for. As our next entrepreneur, Bryce Worry of Pavewise in Bismarck, North Dakota, will share with us in Chapter 5, we can end up running ourselves into the ground when we're chasing our dreams if we're not careful. In AJ's case, working in Michigan, the paving season is just that. Seasonal. The contractors there must make hay while the sun shines, so the work is consolidated into a short number of months, typically April through October or November. Well, that means AJ's long hours were exhausting and kept him and Patty passing each other like the Dunkin' Donuts man from those 70s commercials. Those hours weren't forever. There was a light at the end of the tunnel. AJ's drive to solve the asphalt industry's odor problem kept him focused, and he made it to the goal. Now let's take a look at Bryce's story and learn some of the tips he suggests for working a side hustle without burning out. Okay. And then we go on to Chapter 5. That is a taste of capture your dream, stack real world goals, develop your dragons, and thrive beyond the 9 to 5. And like I said earlier, you guys, this one, it took a hot minute to bring this thing together. I must give a few thank yous while I'm talking about the book. I want to thank Kimberly S. Hoffman. She is a worker in the industry, tangentially in the construction industry. She works at Cummins, and she has a full-time job there. But her side hustle is writing children's books. She is an award-winning, successful children's book author. So she was the perfect candidate to write the foreword for this book, and she graciously did that. And she wrote just a lovely foreword talking about her experience and sharing some of her notes in the foreword of this book. I also have to thank Steven Zimmer and Jen Selinsky. Those two were the editors for this book. Steven edited the first draft, gave me some great notes and ideas and some help. Then Jen, she edited the second draft of this book. I have to thank Ed Wallace and Lenny Lesh, and I thank these guys in the acknowledgments, of course, but I have to thank them again right here for helping me fine tune some things. Ed got on the phone with me and discussed some ideas. He is the reason the Dragon Score is what it is today. Let me just say that right now. Assessing your Dragon Score, figuring out your Dragon personality type. Ed really encouraged me to lean into that and make that happen. So thank you, Ed, for that. Yeah, this book, it was a collaboration. And I talk about collaboration and how important that is for the entrepreneur in this book. You guys, I will stop pitching my own book now here on my channel. But like Dwan Hearn told me, like the moon told me, if you can't use your own channel to promote your own stuff, what are you doing? So every once in a while, I have to share with you guys my own things. There you are. Capture Your Dream is available right now in print. There is an ebook version of it that I hate. The ebook version is not formatted the way I would like. It's not pretty. It doesn't have the pull quotes, those little extra nuggets of gold. It doesn't have the, here we go, the AI tools that are specific to market analysis. It doesn't have that chart because I just couldn't make that look good. I couldn't format it to be nice. So the ebook is available. It's out there. It's half of what this is in usefulness and functionality and visual appeal. There you go. I prefer the print, okay? And also, my host enjoys the tactile sensation. So the print is what I prefer. You guys, it's available in print on lulu.com. Should be on Amazon by now and Barnes & Noble, wherever fine books are sold. I'm done pitching the book. Thumbs up for capturing our dreams, for being an entrepreneur, for going for stacking our goals. You guys, thumbs up for the side hustle. Thank you for tuning in.